Hey y'all, welcome to Pikmin 3 Deluxe for the Switch, of course, because Pikmin 3 is for Wii U and Deluxe is for Switch. And I was like, you know what? Now that I have a capture card, we may as well just jump into this series as well, since we did Pikmin 1 and Pikmin 2 already. Well, Pikmin 1 randomizer is just because it was less stressful than the actual Pikmin playthrough, but still, we did 1 and 2. Now, why not 3? It's one of my favorite games of the series. And, well, Pikmin 2 is still my favorite, but Pikmin 3 is kind of up there at this point now. I'm going to go into hard mode, which technically would be normal mode, but I'll explain that later. But for now, we'll just go right into the first cutscene.
Galactic date 20XX. At the far reaches of space lies a planet on the brink of ruin. The planet's name? Kopai. Due to a booming population, booming appetites, and a basic lack of planning, Kopai's inhabitants have all but exhausted their food supply. Their only hope is to find another planet with edible matter. Accordingly, they send unmanned scout vessels called Sparrows out into space. To their dismay, the search is proving fruitless. Just as they're about to give up, the final vessel reports back with news of a miraculous discovery. They mobilize to investigate the planet, which they name PNF 404. Kopai's last hope rests on 3 intrepid explorers. At last, the explorers' 279,000 light-year voyage nears its end. But as they initiate the landing sequence, something goes horribly wrong.
And so our journey begins. Back to the Earth. I was gonna say back to the Pikmin planet, but then my brain was like, no, let's just put Earth there. PNF 404, or 404. But yes, so we crashed yet again, but this time, as you can tell, we are not Almor or Louis this time. We are completely new people from a completely different planet and different side of Earth, or whatever it was called in the other Pikmin games. But anyways, ugh, what happened? You crashed, that's what happened, Charlie. Oh, yellow Pikmin. And yes, it's Captain Charlie. As you can tell, we may or may not start off with yellow Pikmin. I gotta say ahead of time, no. And this first episode is just going to be a quick tutorial episode just to get it out of the way. Whoa, where am I? The last thing I remembered was, oh, of course, this must be PNF 404. I should have done more of a pause there. That was a big oof, but whatever. So, yeah. I do like how they actually say the names here. Charlie to ship. Charlie to ship. Do you copy? This is your captain. I repeat. Do you copy? Hello? Anyone? There's no response. Where's my ship? My crew? There's Summer, and they're alive, my dude. There you go, Captain Charlie. Oh, I should have skipped that. He had like an epic freaking theme song there for an introduction. So yeah, it seems like we would have Yellow Pikmin to start off with, but we don't actually, so I'm probably going to skip a couple of these just introduction ones, well, introduction parts where I can skip. That's just because most of this is just going to be showing us control buttons. Okay, there we go. I just had to throw 10 of them, I think. I didn't really catch how much it was. Yeah, it was like 10. So I'm not going to bother going back just because, like, well, I know there's not really any point of doing so. And we, as the captains, can't actually do anything against these mushrooms. I don't know why that's the case, but it is the case. But that's how you can tell we're not going to start on this area. Because we can't destroy those crystals with just yellow Pikmin. We need rock Pikmin, which are introduced in this game. And will be introduced in the next episode. I don't know how long the introduction episode is going to be. It's probably going to be a little bit quick. But I just wanted to get this out of the way, like I said. And then we're probably going to do two days or 3 days, depending on what we need and what we get that day. So we'll figure that out. So the other episodes are going to be longer, especially if I skip a couple of these cutscenes. And we're just going to ignore these dudes for now because they're larvae and they don't do nothing. And now Charlie's about to get eaten, which is big oof. And a freaking yellow Pikmin just ditched him. Like, poor Charlie. The dude did nothing. But there you go, now it's exploration day 1. But technically not, and this is where we get introduced to our second captain, which will be Captain Charlie. And hey, there's a Drake. Bye, Drake. So then, do that, and Charlie kind of just is like, say, the crash, you gotta look for it now. But I'm gonna skip the part where he sees there should be this part, which is where little red Pikmin will show up. So because he wakes up, he's like, we crashed, now I gotta like find, the crew, we gotta find our ship. And then these little guys here need him help, and that's why he kind of ran away, because the Pikmin's like, hey, bro, we need your help there. So now we collect these little bridge pieces. One thing different about this game is that they'll actually come back to these bridge pieces instead of having to, like, stop there. Which I believe is what they did in previous games where they stopped completely. It's kind of fuzzy because the games are, like, pretty quick. Even though I just beat Pikmin 2 not too long ago, I'm still just like, I don't know. Maybe that's the case, maybe that's not the case. But, yeah. But I thought that was just kind of a neat detail. And as you can see across here, there's like a little tablet thing over there. That is, I don't remember what it's actually called, but that would be like the map and navigation for this game. And in the Wii U, originally you would actually have to take the Wii U pad itself and use it. But in the Switch, they changed that where we don't actually have to. We have a separate button for that. Which I'm surprised, like, I understand why they did it, because I'm pretty sure that actually annoyed a lot of people. But there's that bridge done. And it's just interesting how, if you take it out of the Switch, you would think that you could use the map, but that's not the case. But there you go, that's it back. And now, it's gonna say, now we gotta find it on a map, which is over there, which is part of the tutorial. So now we need to gather 20 Pikmin, which would be 3 of these flowers, but I'm only gonna get 1 to carry 1, because, well, I have time. And there's a 5 pellet up there, plus these guys, or gals I guess, over here. Oh, hello Pikmin. Sorry, I didn't mean to argue to just join me over here. So I believe once these dig back, because these will actually dig back once enough health goes away, I believe. I just gotta figure it out. Nope, apparently not. I think their health regenerates. Okay, ladies, calm down. Okay? Calm down. I'm going to get you soon. And we already have 12 Pikmin with us. And we're just gonna get more, because we're gonna get that 5 pellets, and it's gonna bring us to maybe 21. I'm gonna skip that there, because that's just introducing, hey, we got red Pikmin. We plucked him, good job. That's pretty much what that cutscene is, because, well, it's Pikmin. If you play Pikmin enough. Okay, so I guess they do regenerate health a little bit. Not as much as I thought it would, but I'm not complaining about that. and it's nice that they kept the fact that they don't just stop. They don't. Oh wait, call these guys. So that's different though. So you can tell they did stop for that, but they don't stop and come back to Olimar, or not Olimar, Charlie or the other captains, but they do stop for a little bit if you do that. And I thought that was kind of a nice change, but at the same time it gets a little bit annoying if you if you just try to get somewhere and you're just like, bro, come on, just come to me. But they just stop and you have to like hold it there for long. But it is also nice, especially if there's like a cluster of Pikmin links, so you want to get that pellet done, or you want to call it back, and there's like fruit the other side. You wouldn't want to stop the fruit from this side when you just want to get the pellet Pikmin. So that's a nice little change, but still. I found it annoying when I first played this, just because I was like, I forgot that was the case. But regardless, we got our 21 Pikmin. Awesome. Oh, no, you guys keep going. Sometimes they just stop mid-charge. I don't know why they do, but that is the case. I'm also gonna check the map and make sure that we have everything, which we do. Perfect. And by everything, I mean every enemy stuff right now done. So the max we can get at the very beginning, which would be the tutorial, and I thought this was a dead end. I don't know how I managed to miss the freaking tunnel in here, but I did. Now we get these things are introduced to this game, which I think we need to go to the pad, yes. Which is just showing all of this stuff, but as we go on we get different notes and stuff like that. See, and Pikmin behavior, one of these shows, I know it wouldn't be in this case, but later on down at the bottom bar, which would be that. And this is where I'd make a skip, because I know how to charge. It's pretty much be like, hey, there's a wall here. Let's figure out how to destroy this wall. Gosh, I wonder if we have to charge it. Sorry, I'm sassing this game already. I don't know why, I just really want to be sassy to this game. And Charlie is definitely we do this as a group, as you can tell. We just called the little Pikmin his crew, which I think is kind of adorable. There it is. It's a Drake. Yay, we did it, guys. We found Drake. The coal pad isn't picking up any signs of life in the immediate area. Oh, he looks so worried. I don't blame him, though. What am I supposed to do now? Well, it's getting night, so you kinda gotta go up to safety, bud. Incoming transmission. Who could it be? It should be Miss Brittany. Alph, it's me, Brittany. Do you copy? I do copy. Thank goodness. You're with Assist Drake, right? I made it through the landing in one piece. The thing is, I'm trapped somewhere. And I'm starved. The transmission cut off. Rest in peace, Brittany. Oh yes, and one thing I do like about this game is that, unlike Pikmin 2, you don't crash in the same area. It's the same planet, but separate areas. And I thought that was kind of interesting. I like that, how you don't just get together right away. You kind of have to search for them. Even though not really, because it's part of the story, but still. Oh no, we got cut off. I wonder how far Brittany is. But at very least, I'm thankful that she appeared to be safe and sound. Just hungry. Poor lass. What's that strange sound? The gasp. Alph is adorable. The sun is setting, which could mean the nocturnal predators are starting to wake up. I don't know why I said it that way. I should probably get off the planet's surface for now. Yeah, that would be a good idea, but you don't want to get eaten. And I forgot to mention, the onions look different in this game, as you guys couldn't tell. But the red onion, it looks like a tomato, and I love it. But there's day one, quote unquote, but we'll just call it day one because it says that. But that's that out of the way, with our little red onion following us here. And in this game, it'll show us on day 2, which will be next episode, they actually merge together in this game, which I think is kind of neat, and it makes it a whole lot quicker, and so that's one of the changes I like between 1, 2, and 3. But now it's like the food tutorial, whatever. This is the food supply, which is what they're trying to get, and how they're preserving it for the planet. But each day will be taking a little bit, well, a little bit as in, we'll take one container worth of food between all the captains and stuff like that. So we gotta be careful with the days and stuff, so we're going to pace ourselves with fruits. I would say, well, actually, I'd probably collect a lot of fruit, never mind, because I just like to do that. I don't want to spoil anything. But there you go, so we'll end up saving it, but for now I shall leave it here. And in the next episode, we'll do day 2 and 3. And you know what? Maybe I'll. Now let's. I don't know. Yeah, I'll read this. Why not? We're shipwrecked on this planet. Some creatures called Pikmin helped me find the Essex Drake, but our cosmic drive key is nowhere to be found. I don't know why I read cosmic as cosmetic. We won't be going anywhere without that. Luckily, I made contact with Brittany, and we will set out to find her tomorrow. When I took off in the ship, the Onion took a flight off as well. Odd, but amazing. Really is, Alph, really is. I also freaking love Charlie, can't wait to get him back. He's just very, I wouldn't say egotistical, but it's kind of like that. He's kind of like that. But alright, anyways, with that though, I shall leave it here. So, thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed. In the next episode, we shall go find and save Brittany. But for now, please like, comment, subscribe, do what you do. I'll see you in the next video. Peace!